it was this thing where this like spiritual guy did like a life progression and saw like where he went when he died. He woke up in like this silk bath with an alien guard.
Yeah.
And he like went to this like formation of rocks and he like sat down and like just felt recharged, and then he picked his own life to go help in a certain area to like it's like wow.
Shit, dude.
I'm smacked and I believe it.
So long, Gay Bowser.
Blended metal _ makeup has followed 4 days ago. What's going on, blended metal makeup?
That's my coworker.
Is it really?
Danny. She's pretty sick.
Danny,
She's
pretty
out here
sick.
trying to help, fellow entrepreneurs.
You said feller?
Feller?
Feller out.
Fellow.
Feller entrepreneur.
Sorry, I need to do my vocal exercises.
Schmeat. What's up, Cam?
Watermelon.
Toy boat.
Wow.
Peter picked a pipe of pickled peppers.
Yeah. Anyways.
Sound like an idiot. Oh, yeah? Look at my fucking mustache, dude.
What? Oh, uh-huh. That's stupid, dude.
Mm-hmm. I just want to beat my meat. Just kidding. Where am I?
In stream, right there.
Yeah.
Cam is no longer here. 0 viewers. Never mind.
Nah, man. Fuck. Should we just fucking light the candle or what?
Yeah, it's 8 o'clock.
Wild.
PSA, for those of you who enjoy Angry Orchard, I already ranted about this when I got here, but I'm going to do it again because I think this is important. I think everybody should know about this. If you drink Angry Orchard, don't buy it in a fucking can.
Oh, in the can it's just...
Yeah, it fucking sucks.
Can I try it?
That's COVID, bro. What are you thinking?
I tried a beer of yours last week.
Okay, that was last week. COVID didn't exist.
You're right, my bad.
Whatever, yeah.
What are the odds you beat your meat?
Okay. Anyways, yeah, Angry Orchard sucks in cans. Don't buy it in cans. Buy it in a bottle. It's awful. That's
Hazy
all.
and less sweet.
Well, I like this kind. You might not like this kind, but in the can it's got like zero carbonation. The flavors are whack. All right. Angry Orchard needs to step their shit up if they're gonna sell it in cans, dude.
Shit.
That's it. That's all I need.
That's the cast.
Yeah.
Let's light this bitch. I'm actually gonna...
You broke the candle, dude.
No, it's a wood wick.
You broke the candle,
supposed to
dude.
do that.
No, you broke the candle. Wow. Thank you. I'll just put it right there. Oh wow, that's got a lot of light.
That's bright, baby.
Oh, we need to get a new camera if it's...
Dude, that dead ass. We did get a new camera.
Yeah,
It looks like shit.
Getting burnout from a candle, dude. What's that called? What's that called?
Woodwick?
No, when a camera does that. When it
Focus?
loses the definition because something's too bright. I think it's called burnt out. I don't fucking know.
You want to scoot up a little bit?
Yeah, Cameron complained that I was too
yeah,
quiet,
you're
I
on the
guess.
camera.
I'm in the camera, always in the camera. I'll just stand the whole time.
Yeah, like the Proud Family or whatever, where the guy's just like this and you never see his face.
Yeah, dude. I'll be the hot wife of the mayor of Townsville.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
Zach, you want to tell them what we're talking about?
Christian wants to talk about perspectives today.
Perception.
Perception?
Perception.
No, you text me perspectives, bro.
No, it's for sure perception.
Well, it works either way, honestly.
Either way.
Perception, perspectives, people's views, the fact that people have different experiences and shit.
Which is crazy.
Yeah.
Everybody's brain works different.
That's what we're talking about today. Per Christian.
Yeah. So I just, I thought about it yesterday. I was in a meeting at work. I was like, I wasn't really paying attention. And probably shouldn't say that, actually, because people from work watch this.
Well, they're gonna get you in trouble.
Yeah, my ass is fired.
Tattletales.
But no, I just thought of, perception, and I thought it'd be a good little thing to talk about. What I told you, we'll just start out with this. What if everybody's, like, perception of the world is different? So, like, let's say, okay, the Steelers are, 11-0 right now. Fucking garbage. What if somebody else's, like, perception, they're 0-11?
No, what?
So, like, yeah, in my life, the Steelers are 11-0, but in your life, they could be 0-11.
So in your life, they lost 11 matches or games, whatever.
Like, time is relative. Like, I am, like, living a completely different life, but everyone else is just going along with it.
See, I don't know about that, bro. Now you're getting into some, like, Truman, what's that called? Well, the Truman Show, right? Where he thinks that the whole world is actually watching him because his life is the Truman Show. But there's, like, a psychological disorder where, like, you think you're like in the Truman Show, where you basically think that everything around you is just made up as a part of a show of your life, and everybody's watching you. That's what that makes me think about.
Well, yeah.
I think, like, for me, like, I don't know about that, bro. Because, like, if I thought that the Steelers were 0-11, but you thought they were 11-0, how would we even talk about it? Like, how is there any kind of standard?
It's not standard.
Yeah, I mean...
Like, how I've been thinking about this ever since I was, like, a little kid.
I feel like, to me, a better example is, like, color. Like, how do I know that you don't see blue as I see yellow?
Okay, I come up with that argument a lot, and I don't believe in that.
Why not? That's more believable than the fact that I think the Steelers are winning and you think they're losing.
Well, it's not the whole believable aspect. It's like, what if? This is a podcast about what ifs.
Okay, I mean, then what if?
So
that's gonna light on fire, I swear to God.
But the whole color thing, like, I'm seeing orange, the color.
Yeah.
But my orange could be your blue.
Right, like we see orange, but yeah, exactly. The way that we see orange is different. Or like, what if I see in like black and white, or like, if I see in like negative color gradient?
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? But like, because the fact that we're all taught just based on an example, right? Like, that's orange. And we're like, okay, orange, yeah, it's orange,
See, I don't think that's true, because, like, black is black. But...
Yeah, but what if my black's white, dude?
No, you're seeing black. Like, you're seeing a dark color.
Yeah, but we're both seeing black, but, like, my perception, the way that my brain processes that light entering my eyeball as it reflects off that object, may be different than yours. But there's no way to prove that, because you can't get inside my brain.
See, that's the whole thing about perspective, dude. That just goes right into it. That's perfect kind of intro. No, because I think it's, like, wild to me, too, how, like, everyone works different, of course.
Mm-hmm.
So, of course, I'm going to, like, process, different situations in life than somebody else, differently. Just, like, outlook on life, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Kind of hard to like.
Yeah, I mean, no, I totally agree. When you brought the topic up to me, I was actually pretty skeptical at first, just because it's like such a broad topic.
Very broad.
Right, it's just so big. But the more like I thought, like sat down and thought about it, like I actually like was able to attribute it to some stuff that like I really enjoy.
Yeah,
right?
like what?
So like for me, right, when I think about perspectives or perceptions, however what are we going to decide? What is it? Perceptions or perspectives? So we can keep saying the same thing.
Perspectives.
Okay, perspectives, whatever. Cool. So yeah, like I guess first playing off the idea that like perspectives, right? Everybody's got their own perspectives, right? Because that's solely based in like experiences in life, how you're raised, and all these different things, right? Perspectives are influenced by your background and your experiences, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like again, like the idea that like you can never be in another person's brain ever, right? Is insane.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, like the reason that's so crazy to me is because like we collectively recognize like the universe is huge, right? That the universe is infinite or theoretically infinite, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's just massive. But like for me, when I think about the fact that like each of our brains is a unique experience of the same thing, but because we have different unique perceptions or perspectives of these things, right? To me, that just means that inside of each of our own minds is an individual universe, right? As like we each uniquely experience it, which is just like incredible to me.
Yeah,
like,
no, for sure.
I think the fact that the human brain can be so diverse is probably the single most interesting and important thing in the world.
Oh well, it's like a supercomputer.
It's
Our
crazy.
brains. It's
so
like a little
wild.
microchip in our heads that's like carrying out our meat sacks.
Hell yeah, bro! It's so cool to me. Like,
Our mecha armor.
yeah, dude, we got mech armor, G. What do you mean? It's like Evangelion.
No, yeah, you're exactly right on the whole.
Yo, somebody just raided us, bro. Oh, it's Justin.
Oh, that is my Justin.
Yo.
Justin, what's going on, guys?
I've never been raided before.
Oh, look at
Wow.
Pog, dude.
Wow, we're gonna do that now, poggers.
Yeah, welcome. Talking about perspectives, I guess.
Yeah, dude.
That's what we came up with.
Dude.
No, you're talking about how I honestly kind of hate it not being able to, like not see through somebody else's eyes, if that makes sense. Like the whole like I wish I could like take off the top of my skull.
Yeah.
Just plop it right off like a helmet, enter in somebody else's brain, and like see through their eyes.
Yeah, I mean, I agree that in some ways that's frustrating, but to me I think it's awesome because like, that attributes a lot of mystery, right, to life in general.
Well,
right?
yeah.
Like the fact that like I've been with Katie for almost 5 years now, right?
Yep.
But I still don't know
Katie.
everything in her brain, right?
That's the thing.
And not just
dude.
that, but like our relationships, we're getting into relationships in a way now, but like our relationship is functioning entirely on the fact of trust, right?
Mm-hmm.
Trusting that she is letting me into her perspective and her perceptions enough that we can function together. But that's the thing, there's trust there, right? Trust is huge when it comes to like perceptions or perspectives of anything, right? Like I think immediately of like medicine, right? Particularly like pain.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody comes saying they're suffering from pain. There's no way a doctor can really measure whether somebody's in pain, right? But because people's are perceptions and like the way that they perceive pain varies differently, tolerances and everything.
Definitely.
So it's like there's a lot of ethical questions and stuff that come into play, especially in that sense, right?
Yeah.
It's so cool to me. Like there's that mystery and like I think part of it though too to like learning empathy and sympathy is how you get into other people's brains, right? Learning how to practice that is your greatest tool into getting into those things.
Yeah, no,
you know?
for sure. What were you just fucking saying?
Motherfucking
yeah. No, I completely agree. The whole I don't like mystery. I don't like being surprised. I hate surprises.
Yeah.
And I want to know what is going on. And to look at somebody and say, I want to know like what's going on in your head. Like, I want to see how you see the world, you know, because you go through your whole life the same of you're stuck in our mecha armor.
Yeah.
You know, there's no way out because you are perceiving everything the same your whole entire life. That's what I don't like. I like different kind of like I like to explore, if that makes sense.
See, and that's the thing for me though, like I don't think I need to go into somebody else's brain for me to either learn a new perspective or like share a perspective or something, right? Like yeah, it's frustrating. There's a lot of circumstances where I think it'd be like super helpful if you could get into somebody's brain, right? Like especially if you're trying to help somebody who's going through a hard time, to know that you're truly helping them as much as you want to help them, right? To be able to get into their head and say, okay, well, this is how I can help them best, right? In that sense, like, yeah, totally. If I could get into somebody's head so that I can know the right thing to say, the right thing to do, etc., to like help them get better or feel better or whatever, that'd be great. But to me, if we were able to like get into other people's heads and like see like I don't know. To me, there's this thing about like, if we had the ability to get into everybody's heads, like, I don't think our perspectives as individuals would be as unique as they are.
Oh no.
You know what I mean?
Definitely.
And so like to me, the fact that people can get together and collaborate and share ideas and like build new ideas based on their individual experiences, right, is insane.
Oh.
Like incredible. You know?
Yeah, it's
differences in experience or differences in knowledge or in wisdom or insights, etc. You know,
and that's why I really love working in teams, like in school, like group projects and shit, is because it's a whole bunch of people with different perspectives
Yeah.
coming together and building just one.
Well, yeah. I mean, like the idea of perspectives and perceptions of life in general, like, is a huge factor as like why I want to work in a field where I discuss and talk with individuals all the time, right? Like, I want to work in the university, and like, yeah, I'm an educator. I'm teaching them my knowledge, but like, there is always that element of discussion and like the ability for the teacher to be taught, right? And so like that element of life where like somebody who's considered a teacher or an expert has the ability to learn from somebody who's not is incredible.
Oh yeah.
Right. And so like to me it's super inspiring, right? That there are always people around you who know more than you about something or have something that you don't have, and you can empower each other in that way.
Oh
You know?
yeah. No, I.
There has to be like collaborative element, right? But like, it's just incredible to me.
Like criticism. That's what I kind of get from that.
Mm.
When people don't take criticism well, or they either take it really well. Like I love, when I'm designing or something and I send it to somebody and they're like, "Oh, it'd look cool if this was changed."
Yeah.
Oh shit! Like let me do it real quick, and it ends up being fucking sweet. What I don't like is giving somebody.
Sorry, I just feel like it's loud as shit in the microphone. I don't know. I'm getting kind of freaked out by it. So
What I hate is when people don't take criticism well because someone else is trying to give them a new perspective or outlook on a certain thing.
Yeah.
And they're just shutting it down because they just want to.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. People who are resistant to new ideas and like stuff like that are just really frustrating, right? Like, again, like I think the greatest part about being human, right, is to be able to have access to other people's ideas and like learn those things, right? Like, I don't know, like I kind of think about that adage, right? Like you can't teach an old dog new tricks, right? Which I think is like bullshit, right? There's you can always teach an old person, and you can always teach somebody who's stuck in their ways something new, right? But again, it's like that element of like people who aren't willing to learn something new maybe are, it's frustrating. I guess.
Oh yeah. Well, let me ask you this: what is your kind of perspective / outlook on life? Then, if somebody asked you, "What is your perspective on life?" What would you say?
My perspective on life?
Yeah.
In what way, shape, or form?
Just how do you look at the world? How do you look at humans? Like how do you see? How do you see, bro?
How do I see, dude? I don't know how to put it into words.
Because it's hard.
This is something I have a really hard time putting into words. Like, I guess in terms of outlook, right? I would say I'm positive, right? I have an optimistic outlook, right? I always have something positive to bring out of a situation, or I always have something positive to add to a situation, right? I always want to look for positive elements because that's just who I am. I want to have positive experiences. And I'm always looking for ways to bring people up, right? I don't want to bring people down. So in that sense, yeah, I'm certainly an optimistic person. Like, I'm always looking for opportunities. If we're talking like, I mean, you could get into like Myers-Briggs stuff. You could get into Enneagram stuff too. As far as like outlook or personality. But yeah, I mean, I always want to have like a creative spin in a way, right? Like, not necessarily like the fact like, oh, I'm quirky and different,
Yeah.
But like, I do like to try and think of unorthodox ways of looking at things, right? Or I often have like a non-traditional way of, of approaching a situation or an idea or a discussion or something, right?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, fuck, dude, I sat there for 15 minutes trying to talk about cannibalism. Right, like it's weird,
We're not
unorthodox, but like that's just it. I want to find. The whole reason we're having this podcast, right, is because we share that outlook of wanting to talk about weird.
It's weird shit.
Like,
yeah.
Things that make you think outside of just like the weather or political discussion or something. Although I'm not against talking about politics, by the way, but I would love that. I like talking about politics.
I love talking about politics.
Because I like the ethical questions behind it, no, not necessarily like, well, I'm Republican and fucking that's why. I like the ethical questions behind it. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, again, that's such a hard thing to put into words because it's like, even though you live it every day, you don't think about it consciously, right?
No,
so
you
it's
don't.
like it's hard to talk about that.
You just go about your day every day. You're not thinking about how you look at everything.
Yeah, and that's just something you see in people's actions, right? Like,
yeah.
I could tell you definitely, like, looking at the people around me all the time, I could tell you their outlook on life because of the way I can study their actions, and actions speak louder than words, right?
Yeah.
But as far as like mine, like I don't pay attention to things I do as deeply as I do the things of other people, so it's hard for me to express that, right?
Yeah. No, I'm the
but
same.
I guess
way,
like for you, what do you say?
So I'm the same exact way, and like you said, like we both like to look at things different. Like I hate being a normie. Like I don't want to be like the average kind of dude. Jesus Christ. But no, I don't want to be an average dude. So I of course want to be different, and in being different, I like to look at the world differently. So obviously spread peace and love.
Yeah.
No, like there's how I kind of look at it. My perspective on things is don't go out of your way to hurt people, make fun of people.
For sure.
Don't just stay in your own lane, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get that.
But no, like the whole perspective thing is so just like interesting to me because everybody is so different.
Yeah.
Like our viewers, their perspective on us is we're sitting here. Our perspective is, we're sitting here reading their comments, whatever,
right.
And they're listening to our ideas. And that could be said for anything, like somebody driving down the street, like we could see them. They'll never see us, but our perspective of them is, we'll live on in the back of our brains. We forget our memories and shit, but...
Like the example of driving on the interstate, because I do this all the time, where like, dude, you're driving in rush hour traffic, right, and people are stressed as fuck, driving around angry, and like you stop, you look at the person next to you in their car, right? You've never seen them before in your life, right? And in your life, they're just like a moment, right? They're essentially insignificant to your life at that point, right? But like, you look at that person, and even though they're insignificant in your life in the moment as a part of your whole 24-hour day, they themselves have already had a whole ass day, and therefore a whole, again, that universe, right? They have their own universe, dude, like outside of yours, because you're not a part of that. It's like if it's a Venn diagram, that moment when you look at that person in their car, you intersect like a tiny amount, right? Your diagrams share for a second, but like not enough for either of you to understand like the fact that like you've had your whole own experiences outside of each other. Like that's so cool to me, right? Like
for sure.
Every person around us is experiencing an entire day of their own, that you'll never see. But it's like that idea that like just because you don't see it doesn't mean it doesn't exist.
It doesn't exist. Does a tree really fall if nobody's there to hear it?
Does it make sound when it falls? But yeah, I don't know. It's like I really like that.
No, I totally agree, and I love looking at people when I'm driving now.
Yeah.
Ever since we kind of talked about it, just because, like the other day, this guy was driving in this Dodge pickup 2500 Ram. Big dick energy over here, Big dick.
Big dick and balls.
Yeah, right. I'm looking over at him, just peek my head over, see what's up. Dude's just staring at me.
Hell yeah.
Like, just angry, pissed. Like, I'm literally just driving down the street. Like, this dude's probably had a whole fucking day where he's just been upset and made fun of for driving this 2500 around. Fucking just going all over the place. And obviously his perspective on life is me. You can kind of tell
I think
how people act and how they perceive things.
Right. Well, I think with strangers, right, it's easy to perceive strangers as selfish because, like, again, like, that moment is the only moment you're sharing with that person. So, like, you have no obligation to be nice to them. You have no obligation, like, obviously, like, in the context matters, right? If you're in, like, a service situation and a waitress or something is serving you, or if somebody's working on your car, you're going to be nice, right? But again, it's context. But if it's, like, just a dude driving by, like, there's no obligation to be nice to that person because it's, like, whatever. So, of course, they're going to be perceived as selfish, right? Because they're an asshole.
See, and that's what I have a trouble time with is, growing up, everybody gets a different version of me. Everybody I meet, like, I'm Walt at work. Like, people call me Walt.
Yeah.
And so... One staff medical, they see Walt, they see like how I act at work.
Mm-hmm.
But like you see me as Christian, lump, what have you, and
I see you
exactly. You get a totally different version of me than everybody else does.
Yeah.
And Trey gets a different version of me. Everybody does.
Right.
And that's I kind of like that. If I'm being honest, I don't want to be like, I don't know. I want to be different. That's what I was mentioning before.
Yeah, well, and like, I mean, it's a pretty natural thing, right, to like change the way you behave based on the group you're with, right? Because it's about fitting in with your group for one, but also like some things are just appropriate with other people and they aren't. Like my mom knows me as a different person than Katie does, right?
Yeah.
Or you know me as a different person than my mom does, right? Like because there are certain expectations within those relationships, right? Yeah, and that's like there's nothing wrong with that at all. Everybody does it, right?
Oh yeah.
But yeah, like I don't know. With like perceptions and like perspectives, right? Like again, like everybody's got their own version of how things happen, and they see things differently from one another and stuff. But again, it's the ability to share perspectives or perceptions, right? So that people can like grow and learn and build off of them. In my notes.
Yeah, break out
What did I say?
that bad boy. Love your mind maps.
Yeah, dude, I got some. Again, I said the universe shit, the different brains. Let's see.
The fourth dimension's real. I tweeted that the other day.
Fourth dimension, bro? What do you mean?
I was in it.
Well, yeah?
Yeah, I was in a different reality.
What's it look like, dude?
It just feels weird.
It feels weird. So the fourth dimension is a feeling. It's not a state of being.
Yeah, deadass.
Okay.
No, I was like a couple months ago. I was saying bye to Katie on her front porch, and I had deja vu. And in my deja vu, in my head, I said, have a good day.
Yeah.
And I was walking away, and I was like, should I say it? Should I say it?
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't end up saying it. And so I was literally, like, as soon as I didn't say it, dude, I was, like, looking down at my hands, like, and my feet. And I was, like, standing still.
Yeah.
But as soon as I snap out of it, like, I'm already to my car, like, Katie's inside. Like, I was in the fourth dimension.
Bro, I think that's called lag, dude.
Yeah, I was just...
I think you're just lagging. Yeah, exactly.
Fucking lagging up against the wall. No, what were you saying for your notebook and shit before I brought up the fourth dimension?
Oh, I was just looking at my notes to kind of get a refresher of what I was wanting to talk about. I only have another thing I had written about, but I mean, I don't know. Do you have anything else you want to keep talking about fourth dimension shit, bro? Like, I mean,
Whoa, shoot. I mean, we could just go off on a tangent on fourth dimension space shit.
Shit, dude.
Oops. No, fuck it. Beth wanted us to talk about aliens tonight.
Beth, for real?
Yeah, she was like, are you talking about aliens? I go, no, we're talking about perception. I guess everybody perceives, is there life on Earth? Or life outside of Earth, I guess.
Yeah.
No, there's this cool new show called Alien Worlds.
Okay.
And it's like Planet Earth, like the documentary, but like alien shit, dude. It's sick.
How does that work?
So, like, they CGI,
okay.
alien, like, life forms, like, not, like, aliens, but, like, different, like, mammals and shit. But, like, no, it's, like, 4K, like, it looks, like, real, and it talks about how, there's all these, did you know that there's a exoplanet for every star in the universe?
An exoplanet?
Yeah, so a planet outside of our solar system.
Wait, so you're saying for every planet in our solar system, there's like another one of them somewhere?
No, that would be another, like...
Right.
Alternate reality.
I guess, what are you trying to say?
No, there's a planet for every star in the universe. So, let's say the North Star,
okay.
There's a planet. For some random ass star, there's a planet. So,
but that's not to say that there can't be more than one per star. Like our sun has multiple.
No. I'm just saying, lined up, for every star, there is a planet that exists. And
it's always a 1-to-1 ratio?
No, I'm just saying there's as many planets as there is stars out there.
But
it doesn't we're not talking about ratios or anything like that. I'm just saying that there's a trillion and million planets out there that aren't in our solar system.
But not every sun has planets with it.
No.
Okay.
No. So they show like how life could form on Earth.
Don't be hating, Katie.
For real, dude. No, but it just shows like different animals on different worlds and how they would act and shit like that.
So it's kind of like, you ever play No Man's Sky?
No, I heard that game sucks.
What? It's all right.
It's just my perception, though.
Yeah, bro, exactly. That's your opinion, even though it's wrong.
Right.
Yeah. No, it's like they do a bunch of randomly generated planets
Yeah.
and stuff with like randomly generated life forms on it and stuff.
Mhm.
So it's like that. Is it like they create a planet and it's got X gravity, X environment, or whatever, and then like the animals living on it would be this way?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what it is, but it's
Yeah.
like planet Earth. Like
Yeah.
the camera follows them around.
All right. Cool.
It's pretty sick, actually.
That
You gotta
sounds really
watch it.
weird.
No, you gotta watch it. Like
How long is it?
they're like 45-minute episodes.
How many episodes are there?
4.
Oh, that's not bad.
No. 8:30. This is when we usually take questions. So if you got any questions, drop them down.
Yeah. Anybody got questions?
Back to the whole perception thing. I guess I don't even know what to talk about. The perception.
Well, so for me, when I think about perception now, so I'm a language major, right? That's what I'm studying English language.
Mm-hmm.
And part of what I learn in my classes has to do with the fact that, like, theoretically, when you speak or learn another language, right, you have a different personality when you use that language, right?
Really? Explain.
So, like, it has to do with the fact that what's called Sapir-Whorf hypothesis, right? These dudes who created this hypothesis or contributed to this greater hypothesis that, like, language dictates thinking, right? Not the other way around, where we think that we think and then speak, right? And that our thinking influences the way we speak, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it's actually a hypothesis that the language we use influences how we think, right? Because we think in a language. And some languages have concepts and words that don't translate into other languages, right? So using that as an example, the English language is limited in a certain way, right? And therefore our thinking is limited in a certain way.
Mm-hmm.
But when you learn other languages, because they are structured differently and the words are formed differently and you know all sorts of different linguistic stuff, it changes the way that you think because the language you have, the words you have to express what you have to say or what you're thinking are limited in that language, right?
For sure.
And so to me, I relate that to perception and perspective because like people who know multiple languages are likely expressing their perspective or like perceive things differently based on the language they're using actively, right?
Okay.
Right. Again, that's theory. It's not necessarily like, you know, an actual law of language or something.
Yeah.
But like, I like it because, again, it's that part where like we are able to use other people as a source of knowledge, right, and then to build our own perspectives and perceptions. And then like, I know from like my experience with like trying to speak Spanish and learning Spanish in high school and stuff like that, like I feel like I can attest to the fact that like when I speak Spanish or use Spanish, I definitely behave or like think or like in like my attitude or personality is altered a little bit because I'm using that language, right?
Yeah.
Whether that just is associated with maybe learning the culture that it's tied to, or again maybe it is like a psychological thing because of the way that language affects the way that we think.
Yeah.
But it's so cool to me, right? Because like to me, I think it's really important for people to try at least study languages and like learn different languages, because like being able to communicate with more people again, it exposes you to different lifestyles, cultures, and you know perspectives, and you know that's why I like culture and stuff like that so much because it's so deeply tied to the way people perceive and react and experience life, right?
Mm-hmm.
But learning. But the other side of that too is like learning languages can help change the way you think, right? Like, not saying it's going to be like, oh, I learned Spanish, now I'm a positive and non-depressed person, right? It's not like it's going to change your brain chemistry or something, but it's more again attributed to that fact or like the idea that, you know, your thinking, your thoughts are influenced by the language and essentially the tools you have.
Yeah.
You know.
No.
It's just super cool.
For sure, I never knew that, so I'm glad you could share that.
Yeah.
That's actually pretty cool kind of brain thing. I was talking with Rachel the other day, and she loves her new job. She works at a daycare. She works with babies, and you know her.
Children got crazy shit to share, man.
Yeah.
You can learn from kids.
Dude, for sure.
God.
But no, she was telling me they're really attracted to like her energy and stuff like that because babies are attracted to energy. They could see like their aurora and shit like that. But no, she was telling me that
That's why dogs like me so much, dude.
dogs hate
I'm
you.
a dog whisperer.
Are you?
Hell yeah, bro.
Okay.
Dead ass.
Dead ass.
Katie's rolling her eyes right now.
But no, she was telling me that like babies can like see like the spiritual like beings because when we grow up, like we're just blasted in the face with like religion, work, shit like that, to where distractions where it's a curtain in front of our face.
Yeah.
So babies perceive shit that's unheard of, but how will we ever know? Because we can't take our helmet off and put a baby's brain inside of us,
I wish.
Me too. I wish I could just have baby brain.
See, what happens when you put a baby's brain in and then you can't revert, bro. You're the ultimate sacrifice. Yeah.
You make the ultimate sacrifice.
Mm-hmm.
No, I think that is super cool though, because if you look at it and perceive it as, what if I wasn't blasted in the face with like American culture, politics, religion, family life, work life.
Yeah.
How would I perceive? How would humans perceive life if we weren't blasted in the face with all of this just bullshit?
Yeah, I don't know, because I think part of the ability to perceive, or you have to have like a framework, right? Like you have to have there have
to be some sort of base.
Yeah, well, it's like the whole light and dark thing, right? Like you can't understand light unless you know what dark is, right? It's like how are you gonna like
the yin yang?
What are you gonna compare this experience against, right? To determine if it's good or bad, or if it was positive or negative, or like growth or not, Like, so to me, it's like if somehow somebody managed to raise a person in a vacuum away from everything,
a shelter, yeah.
Like maybe they'd be able to interact with ghosts or something. Which I guess would contribute to a very unique perspective, right?
Maybe I'll try it with my kid.
Yeah, dude. I don't know if you'll ever have your children, but did you just say you try that with your children?
Yeah.
I don't think people would let you keep your kids, bro.
If I sheltered them?
Like if you kept them away from society?
I kept them in a fucking basement.
Yeah, dude.
And I swallowed the key.
Yeah.
Hey, yo, Thatcher, time to come up. You're 13. Let's see if you can see fucking ghosts.
I think your kid would be extremely...
No, his third eye would open.
Yeah, okay.
Did you know that dairy, like, excommunicanos your third eye, like it closes it? So that's why
dairy?
Yeah. So that's why the government pushes you to drink dairy while you're young.
Bro, where'd you read this?
Rachel told me.
Oh, dang, dude.
But no,
she doesn't drink dairy or eat dairy products?
No, that's why... Dude, everybody, like, in, like, higher power positions and, like, people that are, like, rich and famous, they're all spiritual. But they'll knock, like, the spiritual thing. Like, the White House has its own astrologer to, like, read the stars.
I mean, that doesn't surprise me, though. Like, astrology has been important to society since, like, BC, bro.
Yeah, and then people are always knocking it for no reason. Because they don't want anybody else to be.
I'm sure it's not an astronomer, not an astrologer.
Astronomer is like studying the
that's
stars.
like a scientist.
Yeah,
astrologer is a zodiac dude.
Yeah, no, they have an astrologer there.
Alright.
Bill Gates has his own astrologer. Warren Buffett has his own astrologer because they believe in.
Because they don't eat dairy, bro.
I don't know when's the last time you've seen Bill Gates drink a glass of milk.
I just think it's because he's rich enough to afford, like, oat milk and shit. But that's just me.
How much is oat milk?
Pretty expensive, bro.
Like, how much?
I don't know. But, like, almond milk compared to a regular gallon of milk is at least, like, $1.50. It's more expensive.
Let's look up how much oat milk is. I'm very continuing.
So you're telling me, like, a spiritual awakening is a classist issue?
It could be.
So in order for me to be spiritually awakened, I have to be, like, at least upper middle class?
No.
I have to at least be able to afford almond milk.
Dude, oat milk is literally $4.99.
And how much is a gallon of milk? $2.35?
$2.98.
Yeah, see? Buy a gallon of oat milk every month, every week, or every time you go to shopping, bro. That'll add up. Trust.
Okay, that's why he's drinking oat milk, because dairy closes the third eye.
I don't know, man. I don't know about that.
Okay, what's your perception on it then?
On what? On dairy?
I guess.
I'm lactose intolerant. And I'm not awakened. I drink dairy all the time. I don't know. Like, I know, like, I think I'd be fine without dairy, right? Like, I don't think anybody needs dairy. There's no other mammal on Earth that continues consuming dairy products after childhood.
Why do you think that they push dairy on us? So we're not
Because
spiritually
it's
awakened.
literally chemically addictive.
They push it on us to close our third eye. No other. You literally just said it. No other mammal drinks another mammal's milk.
I mean, yeah.
So thank you for proving my point.
No, bro. I think it's got to do with the fact that we domesticated dairy-producing animals. We're not like drinking like female breast milk, bro. We're drinking other animals' breast milk.
Exactly.
There's no other animal that drinks the breast milk of another animal or anything. Period.
Because the government is trying to close our third eye.
Nah, dude. I don't know about this. I'm just saying, like, I think it has to do with the fact that there are chemically addictive compounds in milk and dairy that like cause people to continue consuming it.
You just keep proving my point.
No, dude.
It's a chemically addictive compound, you just said.
Yeah, so is opiates, and opiates awaken your third eye. So, like, where's your argument now, bro?
Do they?
I would assume.
No.
Yeah. It's
Opioids
a drug,
are a
bro.
painkiller.
Opiates are a hallucinogen.
No.
Yeah.
No. They're a painkiller.
They are used for painkillers, but opium from the poppy flower is smoked to get high and be in a different state of mind, bro.
Okay, so back to my point.
Which is heroin, which you shoot up and you go and you hallucinate and shit. So.
Did you know that dopamine, like, that's why people are so addicted to, like, heroin and shit?
Yes.
Because they get a big dopamine rush and they can't come down?
It's because opium mimics the same, or it activates the same chemical receptors as dopamine.
So they're like...
And so when you do heroin, you get this huge hit of essentially, like, hyper powerful dopamine. It's not dopamine that's being registered. It's a chemical that functions like dopamine to basically lock and key with the chemical receptor, except it's like way more powerful. Oh, okay. And so like that's why they say when you do heroin the first time, you're immediately addicted because it's so powerful.
That one shot. Back to my point of saying it's a chemically addictive compound, dairy. Why do you think the government pushes on
Bro,
us?
you did not just say dairy is as addictive as heroin, bro.
I'm not even saying that.
That's what you just implied, dude.
You said that milk was addictively...
Yeah, but it's not heroin, dude.
I never said it was heroin. I'm saying that the government pushed it on us to close our third eye, and that's why we're drinking it, and it's addictive.
Oh, God, all right.
What are your guys' thoughts, huh? Do you guys think that
dairy
where
are my heroin addicts out here, bro?
No. You know how you're pushing cannibalism on me? This is what I'm pushing on you. Just fucking admit it. You're scared to admit it.
I don't think I'm afraid to admit anything except the fact that I don't agree with the idea that milk is used to restrain our spiritual capacity, bro.
I think it is.
I mean, well...
Like you said, why no other mammal drinks another mammal's milk? That's one reason.
Okay, but no other mammal has domesticated another mammal, bro.
They don't need to, because it's weird.
No, they don't need to because they can survive without it. Human beings survive better while domesticating, and part of the domestication is you get beef and you get milk, bro.
Why do we have to have the milk? Why can't we just eat the beef?
Because milk has a lot of protein, and like to survive, you need protein. But now
we're
post-industrialism, bro. You don't really need it because we're so advanced technologically and stuff like that. We have enough access to other resources. But like,
for sure,
I don't think back in like early AD they were like, yeah, let's take this goat milk, bro, and restrain those poor people's third eye or restrict it or whatever.
I think they did.
I don't think Julius Caesar was in that, bro.
I think he was.
Right.
That's why the Caesar salad. It's not. That's why it's not a dairy dressing.
Let's rewrite Assassin's Creed, but it's actually about dairy, bro.
Yeah.
It's about some like weird like clandestine organization trying to spiritually restrain people with dairy instead of like some magical orb.
Why would the government put out a magical orb when it's so much easier to say, oh, you drink milk, you get big and strong? That's why they push it so much on us in school when we're young. Drink your milk, Zach. Close your third eye, Zach.
I think Michael Jordan drank milk, bro, and he's doing great.
He's also an NBA player. He's not a spiritually awakened person.
I don't know, bro. I feel like Michael Jordan's...
And, hold up, third reason. You said Bill Gates drinks oat milk.
Okay.
Is oat milk dairy?
No,
it's
that's what I'm...
It's oats.
Okay, but
why wouldn't...
That was me contributing to the discussion of, like, potentially your explanation, but I still don't agree with your thoughts, bro. I'm gonna need the Carfax on this one.
I'm gonna make my kid never drink milk, and he's gonna grow a third eye.
Your kid's gonna have freaking what's that called when the kids got the super bowed legs and they're
Elephantitis?
No, they're deformed because they didn't get any calcium in their bones, dude.
You know there's supplements for calcium, right?
Where's the calcium coming from? Dairy, dude. You're made of calcium. What do you mean? You can produce dairy.
You see, because we drink so much milk and they're closing our third eye. All right.
However,
any questions?
However, dairy products which are hormonally treated have been shown to impact young children's hormonal growth.
Yeah, and why do you think
that's why like a lot of young children, or particularly young women, are maturing faster because the hormones in dairy milk and shit is influencing their puberty growth or whatever.
Well,
that's scientifically
because kids can be breastfed until like 4, but no, it's like give them a bottle. Give them this
it's like
dairy.
a social thing, bro.
Give them this. No, it's not a social.
That's
dude. It's all coming together.
You're gonna have your wife sit there with a 4-year-old on her titty.
If that's what has to happen.
So your kid doesn't drink dairy?
Yep.
I don't know, man.
Dude, just it lines up. Just admit it.
All right. Fine. Whatever, dude.
Say it. Say it. Say it.
I'm not looking at that camera and saying that dairy is the reason that I am spiritually repressed.
Somebody clip it. He just said it.
Soundbite, dairy is the reason I'm spiritually repressed.
That clip's going on Twitter.
Yeah.
No, that was funny.
Dude, I don't know, man. That's a tangent, dude.
Just, you admitted it, so.
Well, then fine. If dairy's the reason I'm spiritually repressed, cannibalism's the cure. Fucking checkmate, dude.
How's it the cure? Give me the reasons.
I don't know, man. There's plenty of
like what?
Of tribes and shit like that who ate human meat for the sake
Which
of
tribes?
gaining spiritual awakening, bro.
The
Maori is one of them.
The who?
Maori. Maori. New Zealand people, I'm pretty sure.
I don't believe you.
Whatever, dude. We'll fight about it later.
Yeah, do you just want to box? You just want to throw on the gloves?
Yeah, last 15 minutes, dizzy boxing.
Yeah, dude. My birthday party was like 4 o'clock in the morning.
Oh
We're spinning around for minutes and just fucking throwing haymakers and shit.
Hell yeah.
Fuck, dude. That shit's funny.
That was the time.
What were we talking about before?
We've been talking about perspectives, and you've been trying to force feed me this idea that dairy.
Not trying, you admitted it.
Right.
Oh, this is what I was gonna say. Me and Zach are looking for different content ideas for our YouTube. So join our Discord. There's like a discussion chat room for that. So if you guys want to see some YouTube videos, go ahead and put them in there.
Yeah. Also, follow the Twitter. That's finally online.
Mm-hmm.
At wander_cast is the Twitter. Follow it. You can also go on Facebook. You can follow the Wander Podcast page or follow, like it, whatever it is. I'm pretty sure that's what you do.
Yeah, and then YouTube. We have a YouTube channel now.
Which is linked on the page, the Facebook page.
So go subscribe there. I'm just gonna shut up. Go there. We upload all of our old videos and shit, so you can go watch them.
Yeah, the YouTube's got old VODs. Otherwise, the Facebook, the Twitter are just going to be for engagement, you know, getting some more viewership and whatnot.
I'm just going to put it out there, actually.
What up?
That we're going to make the switch to YouTube.
Oh yeah, eventually we're gonna move away from Twitch towards YouTube because it's easier to upload the VODs to YouTube that way. Also, at least for me, I think I would, instead of having you, if you wanted to like support the channel through like Twitch subscriptions, you could subscribe for free on YouTube, and then advertisements would take care of that, which I think is cooler.
And then we also have an OnlyFans coming out.
Yeah.
Not what you think. You're not gonna see naked pictures of me and Zach.
Unless.
And.
That's for the high tier.
Yeah, the high tier.
Bro.
Yeah, so if you once we get that OnlyFans up, you're gonna see like, you know, the pre-show, post-show, us going to get shit for the show, stuff like that.
Some behind the scenes
action,
if you will. But
that'll
that'll be a while.
Yeah.
That we don't need to do that quite yet.
I want to see what else you wrote down. Do you have any other thoughts you're thinking of?
Not entirely. I mean, we just went on a tangent about dairy milk for a while.
A chemical? You think perspective is a chemical?
That was me thinking about, like, we kind of touched on it the other day about how, like, you know, is the human experience, is it a chemical process in the brain or is it something else, right? Like, related to maybe a soul or something. Right?
Yeah.
Like, again, perspective. Do our perspectives and perceptions come from the way our brain chemically processes things, or does it come from our soul energy or something, you know?
Okay.
But
no, I like that. Our perspective, how we look at life, is a chemical being released in our brain, and we just haven't found it.
right. Well, yeah. Like, I mean, like, yeah, like human experience, right? Zach, you know, according to science, is just the electricity in my brain activating neurons, which creates my experience.
That's exactly what it is. You know, our mecha armor that is surrounding our consciousness, our soul, and how as soon as we're born, you know, we're set on a path, you know, on how to perceive things. People of all the time have tried to show me, you know, what to perceive, but don't do that. Don't listen to people on how to perceive things, because it doesn't work.
But also listen to people's perceptions so you can you can learn and improve your own perceptions. Just don't do it blindly. Don't be a sheep.
Don't be a sheep.
Yeah. Short
podcast
stream today.
Yeah.
But I think it was chock full of action.
Yeah, dude, I'm gonna have to cut the clip where it's us arguing if dairy closes our third eye.
I don't know. I had fun today.
No, yeah, it's always fun.
We got a few people in chat right now. If you guys want to talk, we got some time to just chit chat, talk shit.
Yeah. Questions
what
about.
What are y'all drinking tonight? Yeah. What are y'all doing this weekend? Did y'all have a blessed holiday?
No, I've thought about I mean, obviously we can't do it now because we have 5 people. Where we just talk to chat, and you know, if they want to, or if they want us to give a hot take on a subject.
Yeah, dude. One day when we got 20K viewers, and we're the hottest live streaming podcast this nation has ever seen.
Which will happen.
Yeah, eventually.
Eventually, not now, but it will happen.
When we're slightly balding and 32 years old.
You think that's when we're gonna blow up? Or
no, I don't know.
We're gonna do this for 10 years and have 5 years every day.
You know what? If I did this for 10 years and it was the same 5 viewers,
I'd be happy.
That'd be pretty sick, actually.
I'd be happy. No one's saying anything, man. They hate us.
No, they're just vibing, man.
You
know what? Honestly, if we're just your background noise for Friday night, I'm totally chill with that.
Oh, for sure. Me too.
Yeah.
I mean, what are you doing this weekend?
I'm not doing anything. I'm just hanging out, doing homework, playing Mario Odyssey. For all you Switch people out there playing Switch.
Dude, I was going to get a Switch for Katie.
Mario Odyssey is baller. You just said that, dude? You just ruined your present.
Oh, I told her straight up I'm not getting her one.
Oh, okay.
They're like $350, dude.
Yeah, they're awesome. That's all you ever need. Yeah, I don't know about you PS5 losers.
PC, baby.
Switch.
Fucking PC
Nintendo Switch is the best.
Well,
just kidding, I want a PS5 at all.
You do want a PS5?
Yeah, dude.
Who doesn't want a PS5?
Yeah.
I just want to play the new Spider-Man, honestly.
No, I don't really care about that. I just
want it for the clout?
Yeah, dude. I just want to be able to say I have one. I don't even want to plug it in. I just want to have it. It'll actually be a set piece here. We'll have a PS5.
On a shelf?
Yeah. Just so we have it. Katie?
Katie?
Yeah. So yeah, start donating to the stream, y'all, so we can buy that PS5 and put it on the wall.
That's good looks.
Hell yeah, dude.
No, dude. Yeah, I ain't got shit going on this weekend. I'm literally.
Yeah, baby, I tell you, start selling feet pics, okay? You make so much money.
She got cute feet.
I mean, she kind of got a weird looking toe, but I think that'd make a lot of money though. So,
Dude, you're gonna get home and just.
She's probably absolutely appalled that I just said that.
Good thing her Twitch name isn't like.
Okay, we got. She said, "Don't come home." We got actual bartering going on in chat.
You see, Katie, give me a Switch, and I'll get you a PS5. Mm-hmm. Yeah, let me spend $350 and then get a PS5 worth $550. I'll take that deal any time of the week.
Stonks.
I fucking love that dude. I said that at work. I forgot what I was saying. We're in like some team meeting, and it was like, oh, we have 35 terms this week. And I go, stonks. Dude, I fucking love that shit.
Oh, God.
Incredible.
For the record, I've only drank one of these things. It looks like I have 3 on the shelf.
Dude, I haven't even finished, like, my Blue Moon.
Wow.
How much do you have in yours?
This is my second one. It's about 3/4 of the way full. Sorry, yeah.
Do you just want to, like, chug the rest?
No, not at all.
Let's do it for the stream.
No, it's going to hurt my tummy, dude. My stomach.
My
stomach, bro. I don't want to get sick. That's what I mean. If you want to like look super cool on stream and chug beer, that's cool with me, bro.
It's not like we're chugging Busch Latte. It's not like we came on the stream to just pound beers. I got Blue Moon. You got some nice, chill Angry Orchard.
Yeah.
In a can.
Again, never buy Angry Orchard from a can. Fuck that shit. Katie, go. Why are you even watching?
What? You say weak?
She said weak.
Oh, I said whack. Dude, just fucking do it with me.
No, I'm not gonna chug. I'm gonna chug Angry Orchard for one.
You want to see me shotgun a bubbly?
Yes, I would love to watch you do that.
I don't want to do it.
Yeah, exactly. Weak.
Okay.
Oh God.
Man, tonight's been fun.
Mhm.
It's been real.
What kind of emotes you got on here right now?
I got the Lumpy Up emote.
Who has access to that?
Subscribers.
Man, if you got the Lumpy Up emote, just throw it in chat. If not, type
Zach Socks 2020. Put it in chat. put it in chat.
Okay, that's fine. Whatever.
No, maybe I can make the our little logo an emote. So maybe I'll do that.
You can do that.
Does anybody else have any ideas for us? Because we like to get different perspectives. Crickets.
I wish I could make a cricket sound. I don't even know how you'd start.
I got it.
Do it, bro.
Cricket.
We're done. That's time to shut it.
You don't get to touch this.
I don't know how to do it.
Yeah, let's just end it there.
Yeah, well.
Off my crickets.
Yeah. We appreciate y'all.
Always. Next Friday.
Week. We don't know what we're talking about yet, so
nice.
Feel free to shout us out on Twitter.
There's a
Facebook.
There's a
Discord.
There's a topic channel in the Discord.
Yes.
So if you guys have any cool ideas, or talk ethics. That's a good one.
I'm always down for ethics, dude.
Business ethics, baby.
I took an ethics course one time.
Really? So did I.
Nice, dude.
At good old Metropolitan Community College, South Omaha campus.
Hell yeah, dude. Well, shit, maybe we'll talk about ethics next time. Until then, what is it? Do you ever watch Coyote Peterson?
Oh, the guy who does, like, the animal shit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was trying to remember what his end tagline is. Like, stay fierce, stay wild. I was gonna mimic him, but anyways, see you guys later. Have a good night.
Theorize, daydream, wander.
Yeah, the Twitter thing.
Yeah.
I can't even remember.
Yeah, let's just fucking end it.
We'll see y'all later.